Tiling project day 4.
It's the end of the work week. All right, day 4 tile project. We finally made it out to the patio area. Let's check the weather. Laser beams trying to come through. Overcast. We got some blue sky over there. Wilma's feeding Prince. And Prince does not like to be tied. He's not used to being tied. He's never been tied until now. But blue sky over there. You can barely see the ocean this morning. Well, let's check behind us. Again, it's 50% chance of rain. I think we're going to be okay. So we'll see how it plays out today. I think it's going to be a repeat of yesterday. All right, so we did snap our line. I'll show you. See the little nylon line? And I'm very glad we did it because that step there is a little wavy. Not bad. Actually, it's not bad at all. So, can you see the nylon line right there, just barely touching? So, nice and square until you get to the center. And then it gets square again here. So, it's just off. This is the center part. I mean, that's less than a 1/4 inch. So the tile is going to have to go right to the nylon line, and we're going to have to grout that 1/4 inch, which is basically what that is anyway. So there is going to be a little grout right there. So not bad. And then we'll carry it through all the way to the end. Carry it through all the way to the end. So they're going to be rocking and rolling today because there's no cuts for this row, and then I'll just have to decide if I want them to go this way and put a lot of tile down today or just close this off because this is a lot of cuts here. So this will be a solid tile and then this will be the cuts. So I'll decide which way we're going to go. And then again, just trying to follow the grout line down and see how we're starting staggered, just so we can keep the integrity of the grout line. So a lot of the guys over here, I think 4 guys built our house. So they remember these guys. So like every 30 minutes, you hear the guys next door go, Senyo or Dudong, basically yelling out their names. You can see Senyo's laughing right now, because they worked together for 7 months here. So yeah, the guys over there, we're over here working on our house. So it's like homecoming for the 2 guys. So doing a good job. See how they trowel it? See how they put the grooves in the mortar? That's very important to put those grooves in. And then it's also very important to back butter, which I'm going to have to show you that because we're not in the middle of one right now. But what back butter is, and I'll try to do it later, is not only do you put the mortar mix with those grooves down on the concrete. First, you put water. You put water down first, just where the tile is going to go. Because if you put water here now, it's going to be dry in 10 minutes. So they put some water down just to get the concrete wet. Then they put the mortar mix down and put those grooves in it. And then I have an 1/8 inch trowel, again, that I brought from the US. It's right here. See the trowel with the small little grooves in it? And that's what Disco does. He back butters. And what that is just taking this small little trowel And he'll take some of the same mortar and just put it all over the tile. And usually you wet the tile too, right? Yeah, okay. So he wets the tile. Just want to make sure you didn't forget that step, but he was ahead of me. You're ahead of me there, Disco. So he wets the tile. Then he takes and puts some of the mortar mix up on the tile. And see, it's putting small grooves in it. See the small grooves, 1/8 inch. So that term, and again, I don't know if it's a term used here or not, I don't know. But I call it back butter. And then what they also try to do is just go up to the edge of the tile, but not put too much on the edges. Very thin, but back butter it. So when you lay the tile down on the groove, and the small grooves here, you're doing mortar to mortar. If you watch some YouTube videos of tile fails, when they pop the tiles, a lot of times you see that they never back buttered it. They just put the raw tile right on the mortar mix, and that's incorrect. So it's real important to actually get it onto the tile and have it be mortar to mortar. So that's what we're doing. So they're going to town. They're doing well. Next door is doing well. Looks like they're up on the roof today. Now let me show you. They're pulling up a metal rafter. I remember those days. I can remember when the first one went up. It was a big deal, milestone. So it's a milestone for our neighbors. And I'll get over there. Tomorrow's Sunday, so I'll probably get over there for an update. A lot going on. You can see they got a lot of guys there, and they got a rope. And see the guys waving? Good guys. And they're just muscling it up with a rope. Let me do a little zoom. Let me see if I can zoom it one more time. Okay, they got 2 ropes on it. And it looks like they're adding a third. Must be heavy. So they're adding 1, 2, 3 ropes. Can't use my hand because of the zoom. Let me take a little zoom out. Oh, there you go. It's the old-fashioned way. No cranes here. Well, actually, they have 4 ropes on it. So that's all steel, and it's painted gray. Ours was painted red. It's all the same. It's rust proofing, so it's just so because it's all going to be under metal roofing, but they do a good job of getting it coated with paint, so it helps slow down the rust. So they're working away. I'll let them go back to work. So we're moving right along. The guys should make a lot of progress today. It's about 7. Let me see if I can look. 7. Okay, it's almost 7:30. So I thought it was a little earlier than that. But the guys got started right at 7. So in 30 minutes, we got the snap line in, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 already. So they're definitely going to move because it's full tile. I may just have them go this. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see what Senior wants to do. He can decide if he goes this way or this way. Just if we go this way, it's just going to be less progress, but it still all has to get done. So there you have it. Day 4, early morning update. All right, noon update, day 4. Going well. Weather is holding up. Pretty much more of the same. You know, when people hear the word or the phrase rainy season, they think it rains every day, and it doesn't. I mean, it's rainy season is. I mean, you do get your days, just like everywhere else in the world. But this is very, very typical rainy season. Clouds like this throughout the day, and then at some point in the day, you know, you get a shower. It could be for 15 minutes. It could be an hour. I mean, rarely it rains 6, 7, 8, hours at a time. It's usually bursts and then it stops. Sometimes it's torrential, but it's really not bad. So a lot of people are saying, oh, I wouldn't want to live in the tropics and live through the rainy season. Well, we're in the middle of the rainy season right now. It's nice and warm, mid 80s, and you can see there's blue skies. So the guys are doing well. Day 1, they did 56 tile. Day 2, they did 72 tile. Day 3, didn't even count because all the cuts. And they have 51 tile down by lunch. They just broke for lunch. They have 51. So, I mean, they're going to definitely break the record of the 72, which was day 2. So, doing well. We did get the first row nice and straight. Took our time. Also, I want to bring up that this patio is domed. So what I mean by that is here in the center of the house. So there's the screen closed. Right down the center line. That's the high point of the patio. And then that's a low point. And then again, high point. And then this end is low point. And it's an inch drop, a 1-inch drop from here to there. And a 1-inch drop from here to there. So we're keeping that pattern, making sure that when we do the tile with the level, that we're tipping it down so the rain, sheds off. That's why we have grass there and not cement, so it can dump off into the grass. And then on this side, probably can see it. Long-time viewers probably know this. This is pitched. This is pitched this way. And then obviously the driveway is pretty steep. And then when you look at the driveway, I don't know if you can see it, but it's pitched that way. 2-inch actually, 2 inches from there to there. So when the water comes this way, it catches, goes down, and then as you watch in a real heavy rainstorm, as it goes down, you can see it just go this way and dumps into the rocks and grass. So that's how we designed it, and it really works well. So we're trying to keep the integrity of that pitch with the tile. So I don't want to step on it, but the lines look real good. See how we kept the integrity of the line straight down, and then long as you follow the line, you're good to go. So solid tile. The last row here, you can see it's almost a full tile all the way down, but there will be we'll have to shave some off all the way through. But with this pattern, I don't think we're going to see it much. Okay, so it's Saturday afternoon, end of the work week. They were able to do 3 tile wide, the length of the patio. So that's 75 tile. So that's a good day. They start at 7 and end at 4 on Saturdays. So they can get out at 4 o'clock. Typically they work 8 to 5, but Saturday they want to work 7 to 4, so no problem there. So they put the edging down on the end. Very nice. So this is going to be 1 full tile and about 10 or 11 cm strip in the back. And then you can see by the naked eye, it looks the same, but it is off by like 1 inch. So there will be some cuts here all the way down. But you can see, naked eye, you really can't tell. But it is, I think it's a little wider here by like 1.5 inches. So it'll just be angled cut all the way down. So that's going to be probably Monday's work, because that's all cuts. That's going to be full tile with the 1 strip, full tile with 1 strip. So we're going to call that Monday. They might get in here on Monday. Then Tuesday we'll be here. So they're going to put just a piece of tile here and then continue up, piece of tile, continue down. And then we decided we weren't going to do this area, but now we're going to do it, the little shower area. So we are going to do that. We just have to cut a circle for the drain. So we're going to call this Monday, call this Tuesday. So that's 3 days, and then the 4th day will be a big grouting party. So what I started working on is I took a dip in the pool this afternoon because the sun was out and it was pretty hot. So I took a swim in the pool. When I was in the pool, I could see kind of from underneath up, and I could see some daylight under the trim. Now, I showed you that yesterday, but it was really apparent when you're in the pool. So what I'm starting to do, and I worked on this afternoon, is I'm starting to fill it in. See, this is how they did it, and it's still a little indented. So I'm working through, and I just started it, and I'm filling this in with mortar to be flush with the bullnose, with the trim. I'm going to let that dry. So you can see I worked some down here as well. So I'm still going to mess with it, and I have a whole bunch to do over here. But I'm just going to go ahead and do the whole thing and really make sure it's consistent. So we want it to look like this. See a nice flush here and nice flush here, no gaps. So see the little gap right there, tiny gap. So we're going to work on that. That'll be my project because that's just fine work. I can sit on my butt and do it. So I'll do that next week. And they will be definitely going to town on Monday. They'll be back Monday morning, 8 o'clock. So Monday, Tuesday, big grouting party. On Wednesday, we said 2 days for the carport. So that's Thursday, Friday. And then Saturday will be the end of the work week next week. And with Prince being tied up all day, he's getting his exercise. So on Saturday, whatever needs to be done, if they're not done here, the carport, they'll work on it. I think they'll have that in 2 days. But we might not get this all grouted in one day. So Saturday, they'll come back and finish up the grouting. So I feel pretty confident by the end of next week, we will have all of this completed. All grouted, all completed, as well as the carport. That may be pushing it. We may need one extra day, the Monday of the next week. But we'll see. So there you have it. Remember, they only started on Wednesday. So this is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days. And this is where we're at. So we're signing off for the week, end of the work week. And I'll talk to you guys later.